Hello, I am Albaliza Smith from Vargas Smith Studio. I am here in this third episode for the Revit for the middle-aged architects, and the project I have been working on is the Marta Argueta de Vargas Community Art Center. So that you can hear a little bit more on the background, you should be able to find all the information in the episode number 1 and the episode number 2, where I narrate the story behind this community art center. As I recall telling you in the last video, I am working in the library, and you have been going through, for the people that are watching the videos, you have been following the sequence of how the model is coming along and all the process involved with this project. So I do thank you for looking at this third episode, which, by the way, is going to be the last episode before the final episode that comes between maybe the end of the month or the beginning of the next month of December. We have so many things going on now in preparation for the Christmas, so I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to have the video really done for the end of the month, but probably it's going to be either the last week of November or the first week of December. Also, as it has been requested, when a kind gentleman, he has asked for a design for a concrete house. So I am going to be working, or I have been actually working in schematics for the CMEU house. And so I am going to just share not only the library for this community art center, but also I am going to be sharing the schematics of the beginning of this concrete house. So I do thank you, this gentleman, and I hope we are going to all enjoy this process for this house. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go and start this video right now. The last time that in the last episode, I just show it to you, and one of the things I said is I was gonna go to the library to get more research, and that hasn't happened yet. And also that I was gonna be doing some hand sketch. It has happened, but not as much as I wanted to, because I got kind of caught up in other things from the project, and as I told you before, I go with the flow with this project because it's personal, because it's a dream, because I had the freedom. So I am gonna go ahead and start. In this, I am gonna start for saying that with this part of the video, I am basically creating the satellite restrooms. I had most of the restrooms, they were located at the front of the atrium of this library. And then in here, you can see that I have started to redefine the lateral entries to the library. Encountering some problems with the groups and making sense with part of the volume of the main roof, how it's gonna look. So I created another soffit for this entry too, as well as the past video I explained that for the halls or courtyards I also did as well. And then we have to kind of get a little bit of the volume and the roof in order to make it work. You work with the roof and the walls and offset 3 feet in this instance, like an overhang, and create the volume for those entries. That's how it's looking at there. Another thing that I have to talk to is in this entry is gonna be the relationship with those tables that I showed before, and I still have to study. Now in the courtyard here, as you can see, I am still trying to figure it out. I would like to have some beams that are going to be exposed so that some lights are going to be hung for night activities as well. So as you can see, that's how I am playing with the structure, and here trying to cover it up, the areas where I located the satellite restrooms that I added after the last video. And you can see now well, here you can see that the actual core library is taking place. we have the books, tables, and sitting areas. That's something that wasn't there before, and we have the circle there as a placeholder for, I don't know yet what's going to happen there, but we are already preparing all the planters that are going to be surrounding these seating areas in the core. I start thinking maybe embed some furniture that is going to be part of the function of the library. We will see. The camera view that we have here is gonna give us is giving us a sense of the beings around the core, and we can use the command WT to see all what's going on in the library, in the view, in the plan, how we are working on with the planter. All the cleaning and allow and disallow the joint in the corner is very important in order to the connection of the walls in the corner work. In here, as you can see, we are bringing some planting from the folder where we can bring it as a component for this model. We are bringing some plants in order to decorate the core, but as you can see, when we bring the planting, sometimes we are not, in my case, I was not really very careful the height that was going to be located, so I have to actually figure it out where on the earth were these plants, because I know that they were in the model, but I could not see them. So as you can see with this view, I was able to see that they were floating around out there in the air, and I brought them down, and then they make sense now. So that's one of the benefits of Revit, that you can work in the plan and in the same time you can have the view all in real time. You don't have to wait anything, and it just gives you answers for other things that you have to figure it out. The same goes for these plans that I'm going to have dividing between the library shelving and the rest of the tables. Part of this project is bringing the nature inside the core of the library. And I like to implement those planters in a lot of my designs. I think it's also because it's one of the reminiscences of my country, where a lot of houses there, they have planters in front of their porches, and that kind of has stuck in my mind for the long time. So, and then in here, this is a sitting in that is going to be it has been part of the project since the beginning. It's going to be a bench, a square bench with the planter as well. I wanted just to use this as a divider between the rest of the core of the library, and this area of this triangle in floor plan is going to be where they are going to have the index cards for the books. I am trying to visualize this library without the use of the computers a lot. So I really would like to incorporate the index card furniture in this area. So I wanted just to use this as a feature, a divider between the while the people are using the index cards and when people are in the rest of the core. So as you can see, that's how it's kind of gonna look. But then I realized I can even get more use of this planter so that the public can have more use to put this index card furniture behind this planter / seat. And we are going to see how it looks just in real time. Then in this, it's very important that we make sure when we are laying out the walls in the level number 1, to be sure that we are going to be setting up the top of these walls to be to the second level. Because if you extend it all the way to the roof, like in my case, in this case, then when you're trying to to add the openings to these walls is not going to work. So you basically have to be sure to take that in mind before you attach it to the roof. Something important also to mention is that, as you can see, the roof, I made it transparent through the properties, override the properties of this element of the roof, and it just helped me so much to see how the level number 2 is looking around this core. Also, curtain walls have been added into this project. And I am now locating the connection between the main lobby atrium that is connected. Like I mentioned before, that was going to connect it with the rest of the library. How is it connecting from this main atrium to the rest of the core of the library? Then we have just a very quick camera view. And as you can see, it's just a little way to see how the project is coming together. But there are some things that are at the time that I cannot keep working in the model. And as you can see here in these, also I am going to go to the library, as I said before, just to make sure that the back of the house, which I haven't worked yet, is going to be accurate. So this is where I am right now. I think this is a good time to stop these videos, because then you won't be surprised at the end of the month or beginning of the next month. So I better stop here, but at least I wanted to show you where I am now, and I hope you have a very nice week. And I do thank you so much for watching this video, and I see you the next time. That will be the final for this library. Thank you.